Good evening! Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network live here on YouTube and our Twitch channel. Make sure that you guys subscribe to our YouTube and our Twitch. We appreciate all of our subscribers, all of our followers. Welcome aboard the pirate ship. This is Rumboyz After Dark, where we are bringing you the latest and greatest discussions across fantasy football and the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, first things first, it's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, CEO, El Capitan of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Really quick, I am just here to first remind you, let's just knock out paying the bills. We got to keep the lights on up in this damn thing. First things first, make sure that you guys download the Stacks app. Stacks app, that's right. Join Stacks app, stacks.io whenever you Google it or Safari it. Available on both iOS and Android. Seamlessly make content with some of your favorite content creators, analysts, fans, and athletes of some of your favorite sports. Big things on the horizon over there with the Stacks app, so be on the lookout for the blue flame. Stacks, stacksapp.io. Download it, iOS and Android. Next up, I am also here to remind you guys about our partnership with our homies over at All22. That's right, all22.com. The future of fantasy football is here. It is officially time for fantasy to meet reality. All right, all you have to do is utilize our promo code. We're going to be giving you 40% off. For those who don't know what All22 is, the premium fantasy football game powered by Pro Football Focus. The All22 platform includes all positions on the field, including offensive linemen, punters, and kickers. Think of All22 as Madden franchise mode meets fantasy football. For a limited time, viewers of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network can utilize promo code Rumboyz in all caps. That's right, promo code Rumboyz in all caps for 40% off your All22 franchise subscription. That's right, 40% off. Dilly. All right, so worried about pricing? We're hooking you up with a discount. Get on over there. Promo code Rumboyz. Also, promo code Rumboyz for all of your daily fantasy prop needs. MonkeyKnifeFight.com available on iOS and Android. Get on over there. Download the MonkeyKnifeFight.com app. Win yourself some money. Daily fantasy props available in all 50 states. Without further ado, let's get into the cast and crew. You already know we're going to make it do what it do, baby. First up, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Drop the Mic SF. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like a tot. Drop it like a tot. Drop it like a tot. It's a Friday night. I'm with the boys. Let's keep this party rolling.
Damn straight. Friday nights is for the boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. And all of our pirates out there, we appreciate you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, it's your boy, Pangs Pig.
I gotta get a sliding intro.
Okay,
What's up, guys? It's Friday. I got me a nice cold glass of agua. And that's about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm not cheersing you with that. Ladies and gentlemen, next up,
I'm tired.
stepping up to the plate, it's my co-host over on 32-Bit. It's a vibe. Give it up. It's your boy, Jay Bang.
Let's go Celts, baby. Let's go Celts.
God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know how we do. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe. All right, hit that subscribe button. And also, drop a comment in the live chat. It's Rumboyz After Dark. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. And all the Rumboys and girls, what they do, baby. Dilly, y'all. Let's go.
Where's your winning? I'm already mad.
Dude, I don't think anyone...
So trigger right now. Leave me alone.
I don't think anyone realizes how bad I needed that first sip of beer. Had a little scrimmage with our little leaguers where you know, my best friend, Angel, Coach Angel, and myself, we divvied the team up in half. You know, we had the Cubs Robbie and we had the Cubs versus Team Angel, and your boy had to go in there and come in with the third base steal, and then also brought in a run. So you know, for my guys, so we did our damn thing out there at Little League practice day. So you know, I'm ecstatic. It's a Friday night, feels all right. We got the vibe, the party's going. Let's go. First topic. We're just gonna dive right into the show. Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Devontae Adams stated today that as far as talent and ability, it's really similar if I'm keeping it real. This was his words when asked about Derek Carr in comparison to his previous quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Thoughts on the statement, and where does each QB end the year in fantasy football rankings? Drop the mic. Let's go.
I think this. I think he just.
We got Justin, Albert, Matt. What's good? What's good? I'm sorry, bro. Keep going. My fault. Man.
Oh no, you're good. I think this is just him trying to act like Carr. You know, this is quarterback talk. This is the equivalent of Tyreek Hill saying that Tua throws a good ball. You know, he's just trying to act like his guy is the guy. He would say the same thing if he was going the other way. He would say that if he was with Carr his whole career and going to Rodgers, he would say the same thing. When it comes to where they're going to finish, Rodgers is going to finish in like 5-7, 5-8. Carr is going to finish 10-13. But I don't think this is that big of a deal. They're best friends. What do you expect him to say?
Okay. Thanks.
I mean, all right. So Aaron Rodgers is obviously a Hall of Famer, all that fun stuff, but can we say that the last few years of Aaron Rodgers has been that amazing, right? Like outside the numbers, it's been just Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who kind of gets reception. I don't know the second receivers anymore, the third receivers. That Robert Tonyan had that 1 year, so maybe like we put on a downturn because he's mobile and makes big plays. But Devontae Adams is the other guy doing half the work, right? He's the one that's tracking the ball, catching it, being in contested, getting the extra yards, right? So Derek Carr is probably, he probably sees in that same limelight. He's like, hey, man, I'm catching the ball down there. I don't care how off target it is. I don't care how it gets there. It's all the same to me. I'm just that good. I'm sure DeAndre Hopkins would say the same thing about every quarterback he played with. All of those balls are shitty and it's all the same. Like in this case, I can see it. Devontae Adams is just that good. So maybe he doesn't really notice the difference because he's just like 3 inches to the left or 10 inches to the left. It don't matter. I'm gonna get it. So maybe that's what it is for him. And where do they finish? Heck, man, Derek Carr's gonna take a step up. Honestly, they're ranked next to each other. And actually, I was gonna put this together with what do you think Devontae Adams puts up, right? I think Devontae Adams has 100 receptions, 12 touchdowns, 14. I mean, if Michael Crabtree could get 90-plus receptions, 10 touchdowns and 1,100 yards with Cooper at his competition, Adams could easily do the same and then some. And that means that puts Derek Carr at the 4,400, 4,500 yard zone. Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, that 35 touchdowns. Would that be crazy? Probably not. He did it before with lesser talent.
Yeah.
So sign me up. Sign me up for some Derek Carr, QB 1 tier, QB 5 to 12, right? Very, very sporadic. But like if the guy threw 3 touchdowns for a couple of weeks, would you be surprised?
And that's why I brought this question up, because the difference in the two receiving corps can make it to where, in terms of rankings, I mean, I'm not expecting in terms of stats to see like this major decline in Aaron Rodgers, and maybe in terms of stats that does happen, but I do believe that there is a universe, especially this year, where you see, and that's why lately I've been asking these episodes or ask these questions on these episodes, where are these guys going to end come into the year? Because you really got to be thinking about that, in the back of your mind. Right now, before you're even entering the draft room, and even when you enter the draft room. So I think that there's definitely a conversation to be had on whether or not Aaron Rodgers could maybe be in that QB 9, QB 12 range potentially, with given the receiving core that he's going to be dealing with.
It's very possible, man. And like you got to count Derek Carr in his better years. I mean, last year he threw 4,800 fucking yards, guys. 4,800 yards.
Yeah.
With Brian Edwards and fucking Henry Ruggs for a couple of days. So like now he's got 3 years of 4,000 yards with, let's be real, no one at receiving. Now he gets Devontae Adams, who's probably the best receiver in the league. And I hate to swallow that pill, but he probably is. So you're looking at a 4,500 yards minimum 30 touchdowns? Because the most he's ever thrown so far is 32. That's when he had Cooper and Crabtree. So 35 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Yeah, those are top elite numbers.
Yeah.
Justin, we know a lot of us are watching and
Yeah,
this
baby.
is going
Bring the
on.
points.
John, and that's right. Hunter Renfrow, did get the bag, that $32 million extension. I mean, that's something to also take into account whenever you're talking about projecting into the end of year rankings for these two QBs. Go ahead, John.
100%. Listen, I think you have to take into account the receiving core if you're going to take in fantasy comparisons for these two quarterbacks. Like, I think fantasy-wise, this is crazy to say. I don't know if I would rank Aaron Rodgers ahead of Derek Carr. I just don't think I can. I understand what he is. If you're going to talk real football and you're going to talk like, absolute talent in the game, top end, quarterback of all time, sure. But you want to talk fantasy production in 2023 and beyond? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, he talks about retirement. Every other word out of his mouth is retirement. So it's like,
I farted and I got to go to retirement.
Yeah. And it's like, so I really think like Aaron Rodgers in fantasy, you treat him like you treat Tom Brady. Like you play with him for fire and you get him while you got him and it's good. But he doesn't have the weapons Tom Brady has. Doesn't have the weapons these other people have. He's throwing to rookies in Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs and then, the skeleton of Randall Cobb and whatever else they got over there. I don't think he's going to really throw prolific numbers. I don't see him putting up 5,000 yards and a bunch of touchdowns. I just don't see that happening. So I would go. I haven't done my projections and my fantasy rankings yet, but it's closer than I think. And my gut says I would have a hard time putting Aaron Rodgers ahead of Derek Carr next year. There's just too many weapons. I mean, I think Hunter Renfrow is a perfect number 2. I think he's a perfect complement, and they're paying him like a perfect complement piece.
He might be the 3, right? With Waller there,
100%. He's your third target, but he's a good number 2 wide receiver. He's your third target. He may even be your 4th behind Josh Jacobs. I mean, it's crazy how deep this is. So to me, I really like this offense. And what's crazy, if you zoom out even further, that division is going to be a dogfight. That division's going to suck.
They have 4 franchise quarterbacks that are above average in that
Herbert, Wilson, Mahomes, like
Justin Herbert.
Carr. It's very, very, very tough if you're in that division right now.
Brutal.
Look, for me, this is going to be such.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm scared shitless.
I would even put this out there, and this is what's going to happen. And I do this to myself every freaking week right now. I've drafted 200 teams, and a piece of me always goes, well, I got Derek Carr so much cheaper last year. Okay, so what? And I was like, so what? That dude's going to put up yards, man. He had 4,800 yards last year. Okay,
100%.
so without Devontae Adams, even if he regresses, it's still 4,500. That's still a normal 4,000 yard season with 30 tutties. Like, people are gonna talk themselves into, oh, I got him so much cheaper last year, he ain't gonna be worth it. Don't do that to yourself. It's real.
And it's so boring, and I know it's a boring pick, and I totally understand that. But if you're in a 2 quarterback league, sometimes boring is perfect. Sometimes that's what you need to just stabilize the team.
I would kill for Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins.
100%.
Kill for that. Just
stabilize that team, and it's just you set it and forget it. Like, you just don't worry about that position, and you just move on. It's so fun.
Those guys are in shootout cities. You got it.
Justin asked what QB was Carr last year.
I think he finished as QB 13.
I was just gonna say
right outside. Yeah, I think he was just outside of the top 12 for fantasy.
And the only reason I don't think he finished any further is just because the TDs kind of went a little south at 23, right? Like, which is fine.
And think about what he had to deal with. His coach got canned in the middle of the season. He lost his number 1 wide receiver.
And Ruggs was having a year, guys.
Ruggs was doing all right. So, I get it that like he kind of had to deal with some shit in the locker room and had to deal with some things as a quarterback that he
was
might
13,
have been tough.
He was 13 and Rodgers was 6.
Yeah.
So what I'll say then, so knowing Rodgers ending last year at 6, Carr ending as QB 13, I could very well see that flip-flopping. I could see that. I could see that exactly.
And Devontae Adams
flip-flopping.
is that big enough of a piece for
Yup.
sure. For
You
sure.
guys should knowing off the top of your head that he was 13, but I haven't looked it up. That's actually kind of impressive. But right behind Kirk Cousins and Ryan Tannehill. I guess we had a feeling it was 13. It's wild to think about, right? Just a couple of touchdowns and he would have been 11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's why I hate sometimes grouping people as saying like, oh, they're a quarterback 2, they're a running back 1. And it's like, I mean, I get it, like for sure, but sometimes you need to put it in context and be like, he was 13. Like he's right on the edge, dude. Like he was like 2-3 touchdowns away from being quarterback 11, which is
and that's why we're having this discussion, because you're going to have people out there that are going to look at Rodgers being QB6 last year and not looking at the fact that he's lost weapons. You're going to have the casuals out there that are just going to go, he's Aaron Rodgers, he's that bad man, you know. And that's why I'm posing this question, because I want to kind of prevent that. I'm not saying that you should necessarily completely fade Rodgers. I'm saying that I am going to, because I can get Carr a little bit cheaper. I feel currently, given that the name price isn't as high, Derek Carr, him nor his brother were very huge, like sexy names when you headed into a draft room that you wanted to play with on Madden, or you wanted to like have on your fantasy team. I have had Derek Carr before. I've had great luck with having Derek Carr as a fantasy asset. That's why I'm willing to try this again and maybe not pay the same price as having an Aaron Rodgers. I don't need Aaron Rodgers to win a championship.
I will say that I do believe he is one of those players that, as closer as the season gets, his ADP is going to be on the rise.
Yeah.
Who Rodgers or Carr?
Carr.
Yeah, Carr's ADP is going to rise. It is definitely going to happen.
He's like round 10 or 11 right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him round 7 to 9, because you're going to look at it and go, that's very possible to be Joe Burrow numbers.
In single QB or 2 QB? In single? Single. I would reach for Carr at 7.
Yeah.
I would reach for Carr.
It's very, very possible he goes 7 to 9, and you're going to, like, right after Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow go away, like, Derek Carr should be right there.
Yeah, that's probably where I'd be willing to pull the trigger on that, because obviously Herbert and almost everyone else are going to be gone. Yeah, I'd be willing to. I feel like you have to be the person in the draft room to be daring enough to call shock and awe. Like if you're a shock and awe type person in your draft room, this is the move for you, because when you while everyone else is zigging and you zag, everyone else can be like, oh, you're stupid. You just took a Raider, like you just took Derek Carr. All the casuals in the draft room are going to be looking at you like you're not some genius, but really you've been listening to Rumboyz, and Rumboyz told you back in June 10th, Carr's probably is highly likely to outdo Aaron Rodgers. I think there's a lot of QBs. There's a good amount of QBs that could possibly outdo Aaron Rodgers this year, just because Rodgers not having his weapon. I want to get into the next topic here. If my phone would so graciously love to cooperate with me. I usually save this for the second half of the show, but I wanted to kind of get into some running back talk like right away. So fantasy football running back, rank them. All these guys are kind of in that same ish tier. When we talk about where you would go to draft them. Travis Etienne, Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson. So I mean, you're not necessarily talking about RB1s here.
Josh Jacobs is that weird group also.
Yeah, but I only wanted to start bench cut. These three. So out of these three, we start with you, John. You got Etienne, Sanders, Gibson. Who are you starting? Who are you benching? Who are you cutting? And with the bench, you can even swing that to like a trade if you want.
Yeah.
I will. Okay. I'm gonna assume this is somewhat of a keeper or dynasty league, but you do want to win now. I'm gonna keep Miles Sanders. I'm gonna start Miles Sanders, keep him.
Okay.
I'm gonna trade Antonio Gibson on the forever hype that is Antonio Gibson, which he does have some hype. He does have some trade value. And I'm just going to cut ETN because, sorry, man, you're coming off injury into the Jaguars offense that I don't love. So I have to cut you.
I respect that. I think that is interesting how many people, and we mainly see this in dynasty formats, are reaching for ETN.
100%. I get the upside. I get the upside of like I'm back with my college quarterback. Like if I get 70% of the work, 80% of the work, it's like I don't think when James Robinson is there, they're just going to fade James Robinson into nothing.
No, yeah,
I think it's going to be a split. I think it's this idea that Travis Etienne is like this workhorse, do it all back is kind of
I like Etienne catching passes off the back
for sure.
I think
that
he might
offense
be like the Alvin Kamara role. And
if that offense is
nice.
clicking, if the offense is clicking and the Jaguars are putting up, 2-3 touchdowns a game, then I like his odds. But if they're just a meandering, 10, 15 point team, it's like, I don't know if I really want that.
Can the Jaguars be improved enough to make Etienne effective, to be startable?
I would rather bet that. If you're asking me out of these three, I agree that yes, there is that chance. But out of these three, I'm going to make that bet that that's Miles Sanders because he's talented and his offense is should be prolific.
Okay, I think I might we'll sway it other way. CR, we're gonna kind of talk about the series a little bit once that game gets to the halftime. I want to see how the first half really goes. We're all gambling on it right now. We're watching it.
Don't worry, we're all watching.
I just have to say, CR is a Golden State fan.
Fuck the Celtics.
Just
Fuck
let
the
you know.
Celtics. Fuck the Celtics.
Just give me 3 wins. That's all I really need right now. That's all I need.
Paying out of these three, start, bench, cut. Etienne, Sanders, Gibson.
All right, so if I'm starting ETN. It's really painful, but I'm starting them. I want that passing upside. If I'm in half PPR, I want it. I want the scheme they're in, right? You got Christian Kirk out there that's probably going to take over short to middle of the field. You got Marvin Jones and Zay Jones, which are deep threat, 50-50 ball guys. So you know what to do, and you got Evan Ingram, right? So you got actual threats that can kind of catch the ball for once, which is something new for Trevor Lawrence. I have never seen so many. I said it before, and I'll say it again 1,000 times over. The amount of deflected passes into interceptions that he had last year was just dumbfounded. People want to say that he was bad, but it's like, no, he had every leftover receiver that we don't even use in fantasy on this team. Right? Like I have Jamal Agnew. I got Laquan Treadwell. Like, no, like none of these guys are even in fantasy teams and even deepest of leagues, right?
Yeah.
So I just felt absolutely bad for the guy. And I think ETN's just going to eat like this ugly amount of work. Like, and not to say that he's good. Sometimes you just get good work. And I think ETN's in that boat, right? Kamara, I am not the biggest Kamara guy, but you know what Kamara does well? 7 passes, 7 receptions because there's nothing near him for 80 yards, right? Like he's not making guys miss all the time. He's just literally just there. Mike Davis did it. Last year, who else did that? Like just guys who caught passes for no reason. Najee Harris caught 70 passes just because he could, not because he was good. Not to say that he isn't, but like it's just sometimes you're just there. So I think ETN just has that role for now, and that's really good to have. I would also follow with Miles Sanders, and I'm cutting Gibson. I think Miles Sanders, we talk about it, right? He had the weirdest 1,000 from scrimmage, didn't play all his games. Both these guys are kind of injury prone. We have to know Gibson already picked up a hamstring injury. I don't know why that's the wording. Like he picked it up. Like he just found a way to do it.
Picked it up.
There it is. Yeah, right. Like
I'll take this.
We know Ron Rivera is a committee guy, right? Miles Sanders might not be in a committee. That's the weirdest part. He might be in the 70% zone, and we'll have like pass flow. Like as much as we make fun of his 0 touchdowns, like what are the odds that happens again? Like how many 1,000-yard players have ever had 0 touchdowns? Like besides Dwayne Bowe, like who is the guy?
Not many.
No, it fucking doesn't happen. So if the guy gets 4 to 8 touchdowns because he does have the ability to do that, like then Miles Sanders is like pure upside. And you're drafting him way later than you're drafting, not way later, but later enough than Gibson Jacobs that it's just like good times, right? And it's possible 3-down work at like round 7 or 8, and I would take that all day in a run-heavy offense with threats that will scare you. Terry McLaurin, great, but Terry McLaurin doesn't scare people like AJ Brown. I'll have to admit, but at least not the combination of AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. That sounds scarier to me than Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, who may or may not be on the field. So it's just an upside for Miles Sanders, and I think that's what I want. And also randomly, I'm a little behind Melvin Gordon this year. Justin, you think he gets a little bit less workload, but he's still a good ADP, by the way. But anyways, that's mine.
Okay.
So,
Mike.
yeah.
So wait. Haynes was start ETN.
Start ETN, bench Sanders, cut Gibson.
Okay. All right. What you got, Mike?
So this one's hard for me because I love two of these guys. I'm a fanboy of two of these guys. I want to start ETN, but I'm not going to. And I'm gonna start Gibson, but I'm gonna trade ETN, and here's the reason why. It's exactly what J-Bat said. I'm gonna trade ETN because of the hype behind him and trade him to someone that'll give me the value before. So if something does go wrong, I'm gonna trade him to someone that's in love with him just like I am and get that value, because in Dynasty, that's what it's all about. It's about the commodity and about getting the value back. And and I'm going to cut Miles Sanders. I used to like Miles Sanders. I just don't trust that offense. And like me and you, Robbie, have said all year, I can't trust Nick Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni can't coach his fucking way out of a wet paper bag. I never coached a day in the goddamn NFL, but I'd probably outcoach his dumbass.
Matt Nagy might outcoach him one-on-one.
Oh, please don't. Not with the Matt Nagy. All right? I already saw what Matt Nagy did last year. It was bad.
Yo.
It was so fucking bad.
So yours is
start Gibson, trade ETN, cut Sanders.
Wow. We all had different answers. That's crazy.
So mine is.
That's how weird they are, though.
Yeah, mine is going to be different as well. I feel like that this is all about perspective as to how you view X's and O's. This is not to say that one analyst's diagnosis of these three players is better than any. I feel like any of us. This is one where I can say that any three of us could potentially be right. I'm not saying that there's necessarily a dumb take here. Normally I may be able to call out one panel and be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" I don't get that opportunity this time.
That's what's fun about this conversation is we won't know the answer until week 10, and it's like
I say we'll be able to diagnose it a little bit better by week 5.
Yeah, fair.
Fair,
for sure.
I feel that shout out to 32-bit up in the chat, Dilly. Make sure you guys go subscribe to 32-bit. If you support Rumboyz, support 32-bit. Check out John and I on this vibe because we're sexy.
I promise I'll have sleeves on that show.
So for me, even though Rivera is going to split this in a committee with Gibson and Brian Robertson, I think that Brian Robertson and even Patterson coming in as a 1-2 punch, I think that there's enough of a committee here to where Gibson will be effective on the opportunities and efficient enough on the opportunities that he is given, because he'll be healthier because he's now splitting those stats. He's not having to put as heavy as a workload on his body. I do believe that an RBBC, running back by committee, can be successful if a running back is efficient with what they're given. And Gibson has shown us that time and time again that he can be efficient with whatever workload he is given. So I'll start Gibson. I just trust that system a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit more proven. I'm gonna bench / trade ETN. If there is a way that he can come back from this injury, I still, like John said, like J-Bat said, I believe that James Robinson is 100% the guy there. I was down on Jacksonville. And I get that was underneath Meyer as a head coach regime, but I was down on Jacksonville when they went ahead and they tried to go with the whole, well, we're just going to pair you with your best friend thing, like Cincinnati did with Burrow.
That was all of last year's theme, by the way. That shit was funny.
I don't think that. I think that works for Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase in Cincinnati. I think that it works for them in that small market. I get that it's a copycat league. You're Jacksonville. You can barely even fill your fucking pool that's built into your stadium. Okay, I don't think that it was a smart move, even if it was a move to provide chemistry or provide access into seats, because this franchise does bow themselves on their marketing prowess. But furthermore, I think that James Robinson will get more of the workload and will be 10 times more efficient with what he's given than ETN. ETN will be a pass-catching back. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think his pass catching role is enough to make him a bona fide week-to-week starter. I am cutting Miles Sanders. I cannot trust Sirianni. I cannot trust Sirianni. It's not a Miles Sanders thing. We know that I appreciate Miles Sanders. One of the things I appreciated the most was when his publicist walks in the room before him and goes, "Whatever you do, don't bring up Saquon. Treat him like his own man." And I love that because it was like, no, you want to be something in this league. You want to separate yourself from other Penn State greats at that position. I get that. I completely understand that. You lived underneath his shadow at Penn State, So I completely understand Miles Sanders' work ethic and where his mind is at. And I feel like he really does play with that chip on the shoulder. I feel like that chip on the shoulder still affects him from those early years. But they can't figure out how to utilize him or when to utilize him. They can't figure out how to run up running back by committee up there in Philly.
I think it's just bad coaching, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like Hurts,
though.
Yeah, I mean Hurts is going to take away a lot of those runs because I see a lot of RPOs happening here, and I don't see those RPOs going to the backfield. I see that being flicked up to AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So and I even see Devontae Smith having an uptick in tradability come mid-season. I wouldn't pick him up in the draft, but if he's doing really well and AJ Brown's creating opportunities, I could see that being a thing. But furthermore, I just don't think that Philly has it fully together, even with the complement of AJ Brown being there.
I'm going to throw it out there too. This one random tidbit, and I think this is something really interesting to kind of think about. I know we're ranking these guys, but I think the funniest part about it is, do any of these guys go under 2 to 250 touches? I think the answer is no. I think all three of them go to 250 easily. So you're going to get value for these guys in the 5th, 6th, 7th rounds.
Yeah, the running back dead zone this year I've noticed is not as dead as it usually is. It's actually got some diamonds in the rough where it's like if you hit and you take the chance, you could be lucky. So
so the dead zone starts Breece Hall. Sorry, it technically starts Zeke at pick 40 something. Then it goes Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Gibson, Jacobs, Miles Sanders.
If we're calling that a dead zone,
but that's normally that round, man. I'm telling you, rounds 5, 6, 7. But
for the talent that's available there,
it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, deep.
Usually you're
you can get your running back. My point of that was you can get your running back 2 late. Hang on, man.
2 and 3 all day.
You can get your 2 later in the game.
I
always use the trick to go. I'm an RB heavy guy. I'm an RB heavy guy traditionally. So traditionally, what I always used to preach, and if you've been a long time subscriber, you know this philosophy. I'm usually telling you to go running back early.
Mm-hmm.
Within at least within those first 4 rounds, we're locking in our 2 of our guys. But to John's point, to Pang's point, if we can hang on 5, 6. 7, I would say we're looking at. We're beginning to look at our QB1 in single QB format. But if we can start getting our second guy around then down there to these 2 analysts in the bottom box's points, I think that's a viable strategy. And then
to their point, a lot of it to me is because the league is going away from the workhorse bell cow running back, and we're doing the by committee.
Good point by Raj.
And a lot of teams have those, the 1 and 1A guy. We're spreading the workload out, so then there's more guys in that range.
Yeah, but so go back to Raj's comment, the other one. So he says J-Rob had 195 touching in 14 games. A bit unreasonable ETN's going to get to. I said 2 to 250, and you also have to count that J-Rob might not return till October. There's a chance he doesn't show up for quite some time
or later.
Yeah. So it's something to really think about. And I think, like I said, the dead zone starts at basically the 4th round, and it actually doesn't end until the 9th. And Damian Harrison in round 9. How crazy is that?
And going back to ETN, the ETN J-Rob thing, ETN coming off of injury and having to be the bell cow until Robinson is back, I think is not smart.
No, it's not.
I think that with that situation, that within itself scared. If I was in ETN's
Jacksonville decision.
Yep. If I was in ETN's position, I'm like, That would be playing with my head. Like while I'm in practice, I'm like, fuck, like, and like,
So
you
let me
want me
ask
to
you-
practice? You want me to practice as well? Like. So what if I get hurt there?
Fucking
Like,
practice.
fuck, like,
Well,
like,
let me ask you a
Ooh.
question. Let me ask you a question. It's a little
I do
off
not want
topic,
to deal with that man's mental health.
but it
right
has
now.
to do with Jacksonville. If you're in Dynasty with your thought process, in Dynasty, I'm going after Snoop Connor then because he could be a piece later. He could be a late piece that could do something.
I find myself drafting Snoop Connor in rookie drafts all the freaking time.
I mean,
I'm still
like,
taking
First,
Avery
it
Smith,
started.
but
It
that's fine.
started in mock rookie drafts as a joke because I saw
Yeah.
the name Snoop Connor. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm drafting Snoop. This guy's gonna be the man. And then
Connor.
fast forward, and I find myself. I'm like sitting in the 4th round. I'm like, there's dumber picks than Snoop Connor. To be honest with you.
Oh, in the 4th and 5th, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in a couple of deep dynasty leagues where I'm like in the 4th round at a rookie draft, and I'm like, yeah, Snoop Connor, 5th round, Snoop Connor, like that's pretty good value. You never know, and he could walk into a role week 2, week 3.
Another
I mean-
thing I wanted to talk about too, just for this, we talked about these running back dead zones. You know what's even funny about this dead zone that cracks you apart in all of them? None of these guys are old. The oldest guy is like
No.
27. Right? Like usually our RB dead zones are like, Broken Todd Gurley, 31.
Yeah,
year old
you're
Mark
getting
Ingram,
you're getting Basura for
like
the value.
Fred
of that
Jackson and LaShawn McCoy, like 34 in the Bills, right? Like, so this is like the youngest dead zone I've fucking ever seen.
Yeah.
pick. Bro, I do not blame you for doing that in Debbie.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
You have to take Arch
Yeah.
Manning. Like,
Yeah.
come on, it's a fucking Manning.
He said-
If I could draft his ass now, I would. I'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I want a Manning on my team.
He said, fight me, Raj. I'm sorry, man, but I don't punch down. Get it? It's a short joke. It's a short joke. It's a short joke.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm done.
Fucking like Manning.
I'm done. Here, let's go into the next topic. By the way, that was an amazing discussion surrounding. By the way, both the first opening topics, the opening bells, great topics.
Bring that
So-
fucking heat, daddy.
All day. Let's see. Best ball is in full effect right now. Which player's ADP do you find the most underbought and overbought right now? Yeah, that's a question right there. There you go.
Paying, you're starting this one.
Yeah, Paying is starting this one because you're the best ball specialist.
John, this is actually a question I brought up because it is in full effect, right? Like the Puppy 1's ending already. And put in perspective, Puppy 1 last year, the bubble, whatever the hell they called it, I think it had like 1/4 the amount of entries, and it barely ended in like July. I think it's like 50 to 100,000 entrants, and it's done. It's gonna be done by like this Saturday. So it's in full effect. Like no other. Everyone's drafting on Drafters, RTS Sports, DraftKings, all that fun stuff. And I've just seen some ugly ADPs. That's why I know these guys that are like the dead zone. It just makes me laugh. So my undervalue right now, I think, is DK Metcalf. I know people are giving me so much crap for it, but
Oh,
I probably have like
here we go.
70% DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett because they're talented, man. It's if that was the wide receiver core for any team, would you hate it?
No.
No, I wouldn't hate it, but DK hates it. Is the problem?
It doesn't matter if DK hates it.
Good.
DK
Trade him to
hates it.
somewhere where they'll make him a focal point. Perfect.
And I think that's what's
Perfect.
going to happen. I said this.
Even better.
So if DK plays 17 games, in which he will because he hasn't really missed shit, does he go under 1,000 yards?
No.
Does he go under 6 touchdowns?
Because of who his QB options are, yes, he can go under that.
Really?
6 touchdowns. That's a iffy stat, but I still will give him
He's
6.
gotten
I'll
10
give him
and
6.
12 the
I'll
last
give
2
him
years.
6. I'll give him 6. Yep.
Yeah, right.
I like
so
it.
he's
I like
basically
it.
Brandon Cooks with like big games and less PPR side of things, and that's fine.
My issue with the DK thing is
What, he's too athletic?
No. I
Yeah,
love DK. It's I think that he's very, very unsatisfied right now with where he is at. And
Okay.
I think that is going to be counterproductive to his play on the field.
But for redraft,
I also think that
non-PPR, so even half PPR and non-PPR, which is not the same as PPR, right?
yeah.
Is he a 5th rounder? The answer is yeah,
I would take him in the 5th round.
That's
yes.
it? Exactly, and that's where he's going. He's going in the end of the fourth, early fifth, like next to Amari Cooper, whose quarterback situation is so far up in the air. Who next to Darnell Mooney, next to Brandon.
Fuck that whole. Hey, Rumboyz Nation. All right, now that you just said it, now you just hit a trigger. You are not drafting Amari Cooper. You are not drafting. You are not drafting any Browns receivers this year. We don't know what's going to happen, and no. I have a feeling they're about to Trevor Bauer the fuck out of Watson. If I'm the NFL, Trevor Bauer the shit out that man.
He is getting. I heard from someone that knows people. He's probably going to get Trevor Bauer, and McNair is probably going to have to sell the team.
Good. Wait. Does that mean that the Browns leave again?
No, I'm talking Houston.
Oh, Houston. Oh, fucking good.
If it gets proven that Houston wrote up the NDAs for the women to sign,
oh yeah, forget it.
Toast.
You're totally screwed. You're totally screwed.
Yeah.
No.
So that fucking that's who DK's competition in drafts are, right?
Yeah.
You're drafting next to Juju. I like Juju. He's a great, fantastic NFL player, and I would love him on any team. But I am not taking Juju ahead of DK Metcalf. The talent is not the same level.
Okay, so hold on. That's a great conversation.
Tyler Lockett.
No. Wait. I feel like I can see myself taking Juju over DK because
maybe in PPR, but in standard to half, I don't know. I don't know.
In half point PPR, okay, I could see DK winning that. I could see because DK's gonna get force fed.
Yeah, he gets 5 catches, and they're gonna be big, right? Like Juju's never taking the top off anything. He's never shedding a talent. He's never right. Like, and if I was Patrick Mahomes and I had to decide between Travis Kelce, Juju, Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the red zone, I would go Kelce and Edwards most likely because they're gonna be in a better route situation. Right? Like, it's just one of those, like, come on, man. Like, I just think it's really disrespectful at this point, right? And so anyways, that's my first for that. And the second would be, like, Tyler Lockett's another undervalued. He's being drafted with, like, rookies right now. Like,
is this just the Seattle Seahawks segment right now?
No, it's just particularly those two. And then my overvalues, why are people drafting Christian Watson so freaking early? Like, I don't get it. Right? Like,
Aaron Rodgers.
Next to Olave,
next to
Moore, next to Garrett Wilson, next to like Christian Kirk. I'll take Christian Kirk all day over Watson.
Oh, really?
Flashback to Juju's 2 97-yard TDs in back-to-back seasons.
Flashback, yeah, you're gonna have to flashback because you're not gonna be able to see that anytime soon.
Exactly, yeah, no.
I mean, rookie year, he had one where he went up the seam, he broke one tackle, it was blown coverage, and people keep pointing back to that play, and I'm like, yeah, it was a blown coverage.
Juju's not a one.
He's a pro. I hope he can
make
that touchdown. He was wide open.
Broke the first pass by Geno Smith. Like, he was up to his first target at him. He caught it, broke it, and ran 80 yards. Like, just right off the bat. It was like, oh, yeah. Thank God.
DK is significantly more physical, and he plays the game physical. DK, but he has the attitude of a fucking Draymond Green.
Hey, but people love Draymond to an extent. But anyways, my overvalues right now are like Christian Watson. I don't AJ Dillon. Like, why are we drafting AJ Dillon ahead of like?
Stop with the AJ. AJ Dillon is not like, okay, all right. AJ Dillon had some games last year where he shut me up. But for the most part, he has been.
He didn't have 17 of them. He didn't have fucking 17 of them.
No.
He's drafted almost next to Antonio Gibson right now. Like right next to him.
We need to stop with this AJ Dillon. Like, oh my God, he's so good. That's not a thing. Like, AJ Dillon's not a thing.
I'll get off my fucking high horse. But that was it. Like, that's my fucking overvalue. I don't get these Packers. Like, I don't get it. Packers are cool, but I'm not taking Christian Watson ahead of like Christian Kirk. I'm not taking AJ Dillon ahead of fucking like Antonio Gibson. Like, I don't even know why they're next to each other.
Yo, like, you want me to blow everyone's minds?
Sure.
I think I'm okay with drafting Joe Mixon this year.
It took him like a whole year.
Welcome.
5 years on air. 5 years on air. and I think I'm coming around the corner. And
I'm fucking done. John, let me hear yours, buddy.
So I'm gonna say the one that I think is being underdrafted right now is Kadarius Toney. I think Kadarius Toney at wide receiver 50 on the board
So Bobby's gonna leave.
might seem a little. Listen, man, I think that's a little low. Especially
so
in
you
best
come
ball.
on the show wearing a Celtics jersey, and then you fucking bring up Kadarius Toney.
Yo,
We're talking about Giants wide receivers right now.
Are we talking best ball format, best ball ADP, wide receiver 50 off the board? And he's like, he can have bigger games than that. He's known to have that. We watched him do it against Dallas. Like he can have big games.
Wow.
So I just think that there is a world where he can outperform that wide receiver 50 ADP. Like he's going against, Alan Lazard. Like I don't know. I'd rather Kadarius Toney over Alan Lazard.
No, now this brings up a bigger question. All right, because now, all right, no, we need. Hey, after this, we're after this show, we're definitely having John check. For any types of like CTE or something, or like brain damage.
Too many hockey hits.
Right? Yeah,
too many hockey hits.
Yeah, too many hockey hits.
Too many hockey hits and tequila shots.
All right, so John, are you saying that Daniel Jones will? Where does then Daniel Jones in?
So I think Daniel Jones. I'm not saying that Kadarius Toney is going to be a wide receiver 1. I'm not saying anything else, but I'm saying he could be a wide receiver 3. He could, and Daniel Jones could finish in this, low end quarterback 2 range, and the offense could be in the middle. If the offense is in the middle of the pack, and Saquon is back to healthy, this offense could be, the 15th, 16th. There needs to be a middle of the NFL at some point. Not everyone can suck. Not everyone can be great. There has to be a middle. I think the Giants are probably going to live in the middle, and Kadarius Toney is going to benefit from that because I don't know if anyone else. I don't know if it's going to be Wan'Dale Robinson or Kenny Golladay. I don't know I just think that there is some upside to his game.
If you
in the draft, there is.
I'm gonna let you. Look.
I can live on this hill. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill.
I'm letting you draft.
Fine, I'll take him in drafts. Where he's going in drafts, I'll take him.
I have to admit, I like him.
I'll take him where he's going, and he's sitting on my bench. And if all of a sudden week 2, week 3, I realize he's a great flex option. He's a great flex option.
Question, Robbie.
What?
Kadarius Toney or MVS?
I'm taking fucking Toney. Do you get Kobe Fleener the fuck out?
Am I allowed to play Russian roulette?
All right. I'm fucking just keep that shit.
Hey, I know that I saw your tweet, but the reason I'm asking is on 4for4's underdog ADP, they're one wide receiver away from each other. That's it.
Right.
One.
He's fucking like ADP 99 right now. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I'll take Kadarius Toney in that situation.
Does nobody remember fucking Kobe Fleener? Because that's literally MVS. I've never seen a man so open to be like this. This is the ball.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
Dude, I hope that wasn't your fucking phone. Like
it was,
but it's so fucking bad. Like that's literally like Kobe Fleener, fucking MVS, all those guys. They play from elite Hall of Fame quarterbacks to other Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
I will take shots on anyone and everyone else. Give me KJ Osborne.
Yeah, fine. That's totally fine.
Yo. Is it bad that like when KJ Osborne would make receptions or make plays last year, like when we do play-by-play, that was my Hobgoblin, bro. That was my nickname for him because get it, Harry Osborne. Okay, no one else.
Yeah. Hobgoblin, I got you.
Exactly, yeah, bro. Hey, the nicknames are I cannot wait for the season to start because I am rolling the fuck out with some crazy preposterous shit. You have to earn a nickname.
Packers. If Julio signs with the Packers, it just proves they really don't like Aaron Rodgers, and it's just been one long game of fucking with him.
Bro,
like
Julio,
the biggest we got you again, bitch. Game.
Julio needs to go sit his old ass down.
I think there's a part of me that still thinks he has a year in him. I'm kind of with Aiden on this one.
You sound like me when Randy Moss was like on like.
You can't be that elite and then a couple hamstring injuries drop you down to nothing that quick.
DeAndre Hopkins, dude. Not DeAndre Hopkins. Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson literally went from fucking god tier at 32, turns 33, and DeAndre Hopkins is like, all right, man, you need to like go to the old folks home. And his career never fucking came back.
I know.
He went from like a 1,300-yard season to like 7. And I remember
it's so weird. It's so weird how that happens. But to me, I feel like Julio wasn't like a catastrophic injury that ended his career. So to me, I feel like Julio, if he really set his mind to it, could come back for a year and do some damage on a franchise.
Julio could be a 700-yard guy, but he's not the guy that Aaron Rodgers needs. Like
no.
Really quick. Here's what I'm gonna say. You need a 3, and like. If you've gotten pretty much like the rest of the framework built, look, the 3 of 3s. The 3 of 3s is Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd is the wide receiver 3 of wide receiver 3s. If you need a 3,
that's a good name.
That's who you are reaching for. Like if you're just trying to shore up if you're a person that's like, I'm going to shore up my wide receiver core like right now, and let's say like you gotten you filled in your running backs, you got your QB. Like if that's just all that you got, maybe you got to get like a tight end later on. Maybe you're going like late tight end. Maybe you got to go and you're waiting on backup pieces or for other positions at some point. That's who you're reaching for as a wide receiver 3. That man is the 3 of 3, and I stand by that. Him, Gabe Davis, a 3 of 3. Like
but Gabe Davis is going at pick 50 right now.
No,
so unless you're gonna fucking suck a dude off for Gabe Davis, you're not getting him.
Oh,
his ADP bananas right now.
Bananas.
It is so high.
So fucking bad.
What's his name? That's now. God. Oh gosh, I can't remember.
James Crowder?
No, not Crowder. No.
Robert
He's
Woods?
a cowboy.
Oh, you're talking about
James Washington?
Or James Washington.
No, not James Washington.
Jalen Tolbert?
The guy they drafted.
No. All right. No. Did he leave?
Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson.
He's a Dolphin.
Damn it.
Yeah, he is a 3 of 3s too. He's a good 3.
Yeah.
Yes. That is another one. Those are guys I'm telling you to go after for real.
Kendrick Bourne.
Okay, so
the Patriots. You need a wide receiver 3. The Patriots are full of them. It's all they have are wide receivers.
All they have is 3.
I'm not. Yeah.
It's a team of 3s.
No,
we brought in Devontae Parker. Did you guys not hear?
I love
Devontae.
We heard.
Okay. I would take Devontae. No, I would take Devontae because Devontae could be sneaky as you're building your receiving core. Like if you need that wide receiver, that could be sneaky. That like
he's definitely an end zone guy. Like, and he's a random deep shot. Like, if you got him in a 50-50 setting, because he actually was the number one in the NFL for like 2 years as like the 50-50 champion, right? Just that he's injury prone, but. You put him in a one-on-one with cornerback, like he really is a 50-50 guy. You can get 50 yards.
He is the exact opposite of Jacoby Myers.
And see, this is what I like. This hold on really quick. Like if you notice on episodes lately, we've been getting into more like of the meaty parts of fantasy football, like the meaty parts of drafts. Like, listen, especially if you've been following us for a while and you've been subscribed to us for a while. You are good enough, and you are a good enough fantasy football player. We have helped you over the years to kind of navigate your way through the first fucking 4 rounds. It's when you have to start making executive decisions that, like, and now the roster starts kind of coming together. It's the little things that make the big picture. And here we're going to help you find those little gems and those little diamonds in the rough. To fucking go get, like, if you're top 3 pick, to go get Jonathan fucking Taylor as a running back. There's no point in me making a fucking Jonathan Taylor topic and us discussing that shit and breaking that down for you. Like, what information am I giving you that you don't already know?
That boy good. That boy is real good.
But like the topics that we've gotten in so far tonight and the topics that we were going to have here on the second half of the show, these are real like meats and potatoes things, and we also take some of this fantasy stuff, and we're also helping you guys out with your gambling and your futures bets right now. 1-800-GAMBLER if you do have a gambling problem. Thank you, YouTube. I did it.
If you have a gambling addiction, DM me for real. I'll help you out. I struggled for a long time. I will help you. It gets better. I promise.
It does. It does get better.
Real quick for you, John. This is the age stat I want to give you for Andre Johnson, right? 31, 1,600 yards. 32, 1,400 yards. 33, 900. 34, 5. Like it was just a complete fall.
Legit fell off. Yeah.
I love Andre Johnson, by the way.
It's a good comp. That's a good comp.
Like it gets scary,
put Justin's comment up on the board.
But we are going to go ahead. We're going to take a quick.
Really? No, you're fucking high, Justin. You're fucking high, dude. You're not doing that. No.
Hill's so much of a better player.
Waddle's great.
I think it could have. I don't think it's that far off.
Not this year. Maybe a year or two.
Look, hold on. No. Look, I was sitting back and I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm a huge, like I love my adult cartoons, right? I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. You know that damn portal gun that Rick has, and he just opened up alternate dimensions.
Yes.
All right. I feel like we are in as far as sports, and I think this. Yes, pick a red. I'm a pick a Morty. I feel like. And I can date this back to, and I said this on a Twitter space the other night, dating back to Canelo getting knocked out by Bivol. I feel like since then, in terms of all sports, we have entered this alternate, weird, fucking dimension where there are known knowns, unknown unknowns, things that should just be left unknown. And things that you just may need to know and go find out. Like, we are in this really fucked up dimension in just all of sports. Like, the Angels went on a 14-game losing streak, and then they snapped that all of a sudden last night after firing their manager.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
I was on the show with Robbie too. I was on the show with Survive with Robbie, and I was like, I got a bad feeling about this Red Sox game. And Robbie goes, nah, the Angels stink. They're on a 12-game slide. They're terrible. I'm like,
bro,
I know, but it's the Red Sox, man. I just know this is such a thing.
Screenshot my tweet and sent it to me on Snapchat. This man was so much of an asshole that he took my tweet. The Snapchat was like, this aged well. But like everything, bro. Look, I have lost for this is now day 9. Okay, if the Warriors lose, I have lost 9 days straight, 1 card apiece by 1 leg for 9 days fucking straight.
No.
Oh, word? Oh shit! Wait, is it not Danny Gray? Rookie of the year. Okay, I appreciate the dono, but
dono.
Dono hype. Hey, yo, for
I'm
real,
getting a lot of hype lately, and I love it, man. I'm probably not for it, but I love it.
Hey, for real though, I need that $2 for my fucking 31st birthday on Tuesday. Thank you, because these little league kids costing me fucking money. Shit.
Here's the thing. He got drafted to the right team that will make him relevant, and he got drafted in the 3rd round. Like, it's not unheard of, right? Like, we have seen some weird shit happen in 49er land, right? Besides San Francisco just being weird, we have seen some weird shit occur. Like, if someone told you their 5th round running back would outperform their 3rd round running back the same year they drafted him, like, where does that come up? Right?
I could see
in the
that
49ers. That's where it comes up in. It comes up with the 49ers. That's what happens.
Yo, really quick to this comment. Your Astros is surprising they have a fucking winning record because for some reason when they have to play sucky teams and they're like a minus 250 favorite, Kansas City. Hold on. Oh no, I am frustrated. I am letting this out. Yo, every time. Yo, fuck your Astros, right? Because they're the ones that be making me lose parlays by 1 freaking leg. They play lazy baseball.
First off, Aiden has to spell it right if he's going to knock on the Angels.
No!
He said angles, not angels.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
I'll be honest, Mike. I thought I was reading it wrong. I was like, I don't want to say anything because I'm an idiot or I'm too drunk or I'm reading this wrong. I'm glad someone else said it. It's angles.
Just want to see Mike have to drink at least. Yo, Mike, let's go. Drink.
All right, next. Did we finish this topic? I forgot we were
Yeah,
at.
we did.
I think we're at
finish the topic.
halftime.
We're about to go into halftime. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
let's get into this track. It's my homie had to pull a Prince. Went from Rich Dre to Radio Ray. Let's get it.
I ain't waiting a second, I'm going in now. No freestyling, no this and pin pal shit. See, I don't make moves to get rich off and quick. And I only fuck with bitches who be slobbing on her. I can get nasty, but I'm usually with a cash be. Rolling weed, sitting back, blowing shit to Cassie. I ain't doing it for the rich way. So I brought Rich Ray. When I come around like Dominic, look this way. Right into my own shit, I swear I be doing the most shit. Give you hits like Tyson and giving you vibes like Bryson. Certain things in life be so expensive, but I buy them. Certain things in life be so enticing, but I can't try them. You looking for what you looking for, yeah, I'm the item. I'll hold you down forever, you my nigga, yeah, item. I'm coming for what you say, you hold, I'm all about it. Blinked up, turn a beat up, now we clouded. Feet up on heat up, red Jordan ones. Niggas needing shills, I'm clapping shit, man, I'm the chosen one. Neck wrist on freezer like magnet. On my Tiger and Chris Brown, I can handle it.
Let me handle it, smoking like the candle lit. Any beat I study, break it down and then dismantle it. Competition challenge it, I'm dealing with some damages. Juggle lots of life, but now I'm learning how to manage it. I've been to the bottom of bottoms, I never been to the top. I pop some bottles with models, I see my friends getting shot. I sip and drown in my sorrows, I smoke a weed by the lot. I stand and post on the corner, you'll never look. I ball like a piston, you'll never play my position. You catching what I'm pitching, I'm switching, no contradiction. I'm fishing for opposition, no vision and optimism. I wish I was kinda different, but I know my mind is different. I see them bitches smiling, long as she happy. I'm on the beat violin with my nigga T Savvy. We go back in the day and bring the heat. Cali, you ain't got nothing to say. The nigga be silent. Hey buddy, don't say shit. Everybody cap, changing faces like a facelift. They think they all that. Trust me, bitch, you just basic. In 20 years, you'll be looking back, wishing to erase it.
And I'm too savvy, I'ma get it to the end of my days. And I'll be only blowing smoke if it's that Jenny A. You say you always keep a 9, but niggas, I always keep an 8. Niggas straight in my face with that cap, it's okay. Niggas stay with a fresh cut, need it, no way. I can't take these niggas serious like all the brothers Wayans. I just be adding up experience while I'm changing up my wins. And I got my own condo, so I just change it how it's laid.
And me, I'm never changing lanes. I got a better way to demonstrate and elevate the game. I keep a level-headed saying I told the devil pave the way. If ever I see there's a day, I'll disappear like David Blaine. I never had it from magic, I had to grab it from tragic. Sometimes I wish like Aladdin, get thrown the pits with the dragons. Imagine living in lavish, I wanna get it, I have it. I remember shit in the trash cans, in the trenches in Afghan. But I made it back to the States, made it back to being black, and now they laugh in my face. With all that's happened, it's so hard to say this place is so great. So on the track, I found my faith and put my faith in the tape. Yeah.
Savvy, Richard Ray, and that's it. Oh yeah, Young Savvy Lifestyle. Peace.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight.
You are Monkey Knife Fight.
We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife.
All right, y'all. We are back here on Rumboyz After Dark. Let's go ahead. We're just going to get right into the second half of the show. Please remember really quick, really quick, guys. Promo code Rumboyz for monkeyknifefight.com. Make sure that you guys go ahead, utilize promo code Rumboyz. We're going to match you on your very first deposit all the way up to 100%. Yo, yeah, $100, yeah, all the way up to $100. We'll match you all the way up to 100%. You're really going to need to utilize that come football season. Football season is right around the corner. You already know that Monkey Knife Fight run that damn thing come football season.
Build up your bankroll now. Build up your bankroll now with some MLB. Build up your bankroll now with a little bit with some other things. Then NFL season's coming around. Then all of a sudden you dump some money into Monkey Knife Fight now, and it's like free money. You forget about it, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that Rumboyz gave me $100 the other day, and you're like, yeah, we gave you $100. Think about that.
Yep. You put 100. You put 100 down. We're matching with another 100. You put down 50. We're matching with the 50. We're gonna match you 100% on your very first deposit. Also, please remember all22.com. If you don't know what all 22 is the future of fantasy. It's a premium fantasy football format powered by Pro Football Focus. I'm sorry. The All 22 platform includes all positions on the field. We're talking offensive linemen, punters, kickers. You're also going to be drafting defense as well. All right. Think of it as like a Madden franchise mode. We're hooking you up with 40% off whenever you utilize promo code Rumboyz. Please make sure you guys go sign up for all 22. We're going to be having some details coming out as to how you guys can enter. So once you guys have an active all 22 account, first step, you have to have an all 22 account. Pay attention to our Twitter account. We are going to be having details released this week as to how you can get into It's a Vibe All 22 League and how you can get into the Rumboyz All 22 League. So you're going to have multiple chances to be able to compete against the Rumboyz and the It's a Vibe crew. So make sure you guys make it do what it do. 40% off all 22. Promo code Rumboyz. Let's get into the show. So the Broncos, what the fuck was damn?
No, that was me. I'm getting fucking excited. I'm up. Fucking Andrew Wiggins and those fuckers need to get some points up. I have some pretty good pick'ems, and they actually might be able to hit for once. I fucking suck at basketball pick'ems too.
Right now, I am just like praying. I am praying. The Broncos have new ownership with the Walton family, owners of Walmart. They now own the Denver Broncos. Will this great value ownership affect the team, or have the offseason upgrades just been enough to get this team a potential playoff spot? Mike?
Honestly, I don't think the ownership's not going to do much to what's on the field right now. If anything, I think the future of the ownership in the long run is getting rid of that old wrinkly dude named John Elway out of the front office. And then they're going to end up bringing someone in like Peyton Manning to replace him, because John Elway is not the best GM operations guy. And I just have a feeling that the Waltons are going to want to bring in their own people. I mean, for God's sakes, the owner's cousin is the wife of the Rams owner. He's going to be able to pick the brain of Kroenke. I mean, his brother-in-law has been shelling out the money in the past week to freaking everyone on the roster to freaking $100 million Brinks trucks backing up down in freaking SoFi. So but the thing is, John, it's serious, but it's not the Walmart way. It's not 98 cents, 99 cents.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
it's not
$100
cheap.
million.
It's not cheap. It's very expensive.
I hate you so
not
much.
the Walmart way. Listen, you sell a lot of grills at $99 and a lot of T-shirts at $9.99 to be able to buy the Broncos.
I'll be honest. I'm saying this because of Pang, but the most Walmart thing they've done is sign Melvin Gordon.
For $2 million, though, baby. They pay
That's
less.
what I mean.
They pay less.
They're rolling back.
That's
They're
my point.
rolling back prices. Are you crazy?
Roll back the prices, baby.
Rolling back
That's my
the
point.
prices.
They rolled back the prices and got Melvin Gordon for $2 million. Go ahead, Pang.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, Bang.
So can we pull up that the Draymond really quick and Clay selling from Justin? I want this on the record. I fucking don't like either of those guys. I'm gonna be fucking real. I love Steph Curry so fucking much that makes me hate those two because they cannot do shit without him.
Nope.
They don't do. And I remember. Here's the thing: they're still going to be Hall of Famers because they do have multiple rings. Great, but if Steph Curry never existed, we would know these two.
They would, yeah.
They are just really, really amazing role players. 1Bs, right? 1Bs, 2As, but Curry is that good. And no, they're going to sell every game that Curry's not around. That's it. They're just not as good. As for the Walmart thing, this year it probably won't matter as much, and shit's already kind of paid out. But like we've seen some owners get weird, right? Like, and Walmart could be one of those fucking weird owners that's like really invested into this fucking team. Like,
God damn.
Yo, that's a cold blooded. That's cold blooded.
This comment right here. This comment
exactly, right? Like,
That was the Walmart version of Noah fan. He's
they
Kirkland.
saw the roster. They were like, man, they got some good bargains on that team. That's the team I want to buy. Like, I don't know. No, Clay has never been that. That dude does the big.
They're getting, no, I agree with that. They are getting up there.
Clay still has vanished. That guy has vanished all the time. I think what they won a finals where he fouled out in the first 2 minutes or some shit, and he had the nerve to talk shit like he did work. Nah, man, you weren't even in the game. So I'll leave it alone. But yeah, maybe they are right. If you're buying a team, I expect some form of change. I expect some form of having your hand in that cookie jar, right? There's no way you're spending that amount of money if you're not going to do it. So hopefully they're better than the fucking Lions ownership. So that's all I pray for. Better than the Texans ownership. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a, in my opinion, I think it's a smart billionaire investing. I think it's a smart billionaire investing in a diversifying his bonds into something else. It's just I think he's looking at this as one of a million little projects. Hopefully he doesn't go in there and start Jerry Jones in this thing around and start mucking it up. Hopefully he lets the people in charge run the operations and do what they need to do. And he's just an owner. I think, in my opinion, that's just he has no football history. He has no football background. He might have played football in high school. Who knows? But I think,
John, I would take a Jerry Jones over another Dan Snyder.
That's
a greasy person.
He's given me entertaining football for the last 8 years.
So I feel like all NFL owners at this point are scumbags. And we just look. Let's start letting some other billionaires. Let's let some other billionaires in here buying some NFL teams. I really love Mark Cuban. Dude,
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is now a billionaire.
Tiger Woods, you're a billionaire now. LeBron, you're a billionaire.
LeBron,
Gary V, please step up.
Gary V has been trying to buy the Jets for a decade
since birth.
We know that LeBron's gonna buy a team at some point in his fucking life. He's gonna buy a team.
Yeah, Elon. I don't know if I want Elon.
Elon, buy the league, buy the NFL.
No, Elon. That guy's gonna do some weird shit. He's gonna be making NFT fucking NFLs, the NFL tees he's gonna make, and it's gonna be fucking dumb and shit.
Motherfuckers gonna be flying around in jetpacks and score touchdowns and shit. Nah, man, I ain't with this. No. But no, thank you. John, your take.
I kind of gave it. I think that they're hopefully just an ownership that does nothing and just has a ton of money and supports the franchise like a good business owner, and he doesn't try and mess with football operations.
Yeah, I hope that they just hire the right people. I don't think that this is going to be like a Jerry Jones type ownership.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
Mr. Walton knows cheap toilet paper. He doesn't know football.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that they'll bring in the right people to get the job done. I do think though. I do.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Get out of here, bro.
Don't know hype. I fucking finish that other beer. I need another one. 31. Hey, for real, y'all have made my Fridays these last few months stupidly lit. Yeah, I came for Mike, but I stayed for the damn Rumboyz.
Yeah,
Happy 31st. All love, Dubs and 7. Let's go!
All right.
Hey,
He
texted me to ask how old you were turning. All I'm going to say is I don't normally do this, Robbie. John, you ready?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, my Christ. Good for you. Whew.
Absolutely gross. CR, you're the fucking man. No
Bro,
one has to ever do it, but anytime someone does,
let's go. Let's
Good
go.
shit. Mike's
And that was
drunk tonight.
Robbie might be able to get 1 gallon of gas now.
That was Jack Daniel's punch.
Jack Daniel's punch. Oh, so that's not even a beer. That's some heavy duty.
That's
some heavy duty.
Fuck out of here.
Good for you.
I thought that was a Guinness. Oh my god.
Beer, bro. Let me go.
I thought that was a Guinness too. I was like, wow. Even a Guinness, I was impressed. I was like, holy shit.
I was impressed when he was eating a fucking Guinness. Woo! Mike, you gotta survive for next year.
Hold on. Let me
He did a white man's White Claw.
This makes up for your lays, Robbie. Yo, yeah, this should. Look, that makes up for my parlays. Yeah, hey, that 31 was much fucking needed. Let me go see if I have another fucking beer, bro. I no, fuck this. Hold on. We're gonna let Pang read the next topic. Oh yeah. I already gave my topic.
Okay, let's do this. My 4th grade reading level is gonna be fucking terrible, but I'm gonna do my best.
You got it.
So, Cooper Kupp and Hunter Renfrow get paid fucking buku dollars. I chose buku because Full Metal Jacket's an amazing fucking movie. Fucking 2 buku money, right? Early this week, right? And what do you guys think? What do we think about these contracts? You're talking 32 mil for Hunter Renfrow with I think 20 something guaranteed, and how much for Cooper Kupp off the top of your guys' head?
50 million. There's a $50 million extension, so
no, Cooper Kupp I think was further than that.
Maybe
it was
I think it might be 50 guaranteed.
It might be 50 guaranteed. Is that what it is?
80 million with 50 guaranteed. So that guy's going to be making about 27 million per year in the next 3 years. He's basically 1.5 Christian Kirks right now.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's how much they're trading these contracts. Like, how much of a Christian Kirk are you?
That's a lot of money. I think so. So this is a perfect Moneyball question. You have to ask yourself: is the production of Cooper Kupp worth that much more than the production of Hunter Renfrow? And it's like, no, I don't think so. I think you can build a team. There's smarter ways to build a team, and spending the money on Hunter Renfrow and Devontae Adams versus dumping it all into Cooper Kupp is a smarter way to build a team. And that's kind of what the Raiders have done. They've split their money up between Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow versus just giving it all to Cooper Kupp.
I'm going to disagree on that part. I think when you moneyball your like with baseball, it's much more likely to moneyball. You can moneyball those things, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're buying bases, you're buying stats. I don't think you can buy what Cooper Kupp did last year, right? Like, you can't buy 2,000 yards receiving. Yes, for everyone who's gonna fucking correct me, 1,973. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
2,000.
You can't buy that. You can't buy game-winning touchdowns. You can't buy taking the top off of the last 20, 30 seconds against Tampa Bay for the win. Like, those are not buyable. You don't buy that with Hunter Renfrow. You don't buy that with even guys I like, right? Like, I think Cooper earned it, short of the injuries, which, there were kind of freak injuries. It's not like tearing his ACLs like left and right. He's kind of reminds me of like Keenan Allen, right? Like, he has these weird injuries. Like, that's what always I have to admit, like, it scares me. Like, when we draft him last year too, I was like, oh, the guy's gonna get 1,100 yards, but he's probably gonna miss 5 games. But he's gonna be the greatest 1,100 yards you're gonna get from a guy that's like top tier, because we know he's elite and he plays in all positions and slots and etc. But like, Cooper Kupp does it all, right? Like, possession, run blocks, takes off the top, route running, probably top 3. People are gonna like say somebody else is better, but like, it's Cooper just kind of just did it. So yeah, you pay for it. You pay for game-winning touchdowns, right? Yeah. You pay for clutchness. You pay for team leader. And I much as I want to hate the contract, I can't. This guy was everything we hope for someone to occur in their career. A 3rd-round pick that should have been a 2nd, that everyone dogs. When he minute he got drafted, he got blasted for being white. He got blasted for Steve Smith thinking he was the best receiver, which I will always bring up that Steve Smith got that shit right in his draft class. He got blasted for, he's only good because he's on the Rams and, Jared Goff. But that guy has everything stacked against him, and he has the greatest upcoming story, right? His girlfriend was working to put him through college. Like, come on. Like, even his girlfriend is fucking down. Like, so props to the guy. I think and he gets the game-winning touchdown for multiple playoff games and the Super Bowl. I fucking love the contract, and I don't think you can buy that. $27 million, fuck it. If this team is trying to win Super Bowls and they have a 2 to 3 year window and they think he's their guy all day. I'm also going to say for Hunter Renfrow, like, you got good money for a guy that it's the same boat too, right? But the only difference with Hunter Renfrow, it's only been 1 year, and that's the part that scares me. But it's a really good 1 year. I was impressed. I was impressed as hell. I was jerking off Hunter Renfrow on another podcast. Like at week 4, I was like, guys, this is fucking wild what Hunter Renfrow is doing. So I'm happy he got paid out too. But yeah, I don't want to moneyball this as much as I would like, because this isn't a fantasy. This isn't baseball where you are moneyballing. This is an NBA. You're buying stocks.
I'm getting beer delivered now.
Right? Like, that's it.
What's the topic really quick, Pang? I'm sorry.
Hunter Renfrow and
Cooper
Kupp and their contracts, basically the money that they earned, and what does it mean for the teams, the franchises? What does it mean for the players? All basically, those are some big money getting thrown around.
So the Rams are about to go on a tear. The Rams are absolutely about to go on a fucking tear. I don't. Yeah.
You think? You fucking think?
The NFC at this point is pretty much fucking theirs. Now in the Rams' defense, like you're doing the most LA shit ever. Like you're doing the most. This is if you were in St. Louis still.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Like, it's like the fucking Madden.
If Nelly was performing at halftime and not Snoop Dogg.
Exactly. So I mean, fucking. I gotta go ahead and I gotta tip my cap to what the Rams are doing. If the Commanders keep going down this fucking path, we don't get a new owner soon. I guess that'd be where the fuck I'd be switching. If we just keep with our fuckery, no, I wouldn't do that. So let's be real. As for the Raiders, I don't think that it matters what moves they make.
So fucking disrespectful. I don't care what you do. You're the Raiders. Is basically what you just said.
You do. You're the Raiders. You're sucking.
It's not. I'm not going at the angle of that they suck. That division is just so packed.
Okay. I'll give you that.
I don't care what you do. You're the Raiders. That's all you're saying. That's how I took it.
That's how I felt about the Jets for the past 20 years of my life.
It's just no. Like I wholeheartedly believe if whatever team comes out of that division, I think it's going to be either Kansas City or Las Vegas. I think the Broncos are maybe just still a couple pieces away. Even though they have the youth to be able to make the push, I just think that they're just a couple pieces away. Kansas City, they've been there, they've done that. They will build through adversity. So like that's why I feel like it could be Kansas City maybe at the 2. Raiders could take it, but I feel like maybe the lights could be too bright for them, and that's why they keep stutter stepping. That's the way I see that one. That's the way I'd like to break down that one. I can break down that one basically. Yeah, it's not that the Raiders suck.
Say that
I'll say
it. Not that they suck.
Sound like you were convincing yourself. You didn't have to convince me.
I won't say that. I think they've done all the right things, especially following the debacle that took place last year during the season. But you're still the Raiders. Like it's like a degree. Like you're, and it's also Vegas. Like a team winning it all. Like that just stinks to me. It's just weird.
It's a riot.
Dude, look at the Vegas Knights, baby.
Yeah,
come on.
Like, just the concept of a team in Vegas winning it all. It's like, so what bookmaker did set this up? Like that's just the way where my mind goes. Let's see here. All right.
Mike didn't give us tape.
Huh? Mike didn't?
You're good. I pretty much agree with everything said, except for the fact that the only thing I'll add is Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, Mike didn't even give his take.
But Hunter Renfrow, I think, gave the Raiders a benefit because if he would have waited, I think he did this knowing that in the last year could actually. I think he's betting on himself in the sense of if last year was the best that he could do, he's taking the bank now instead of betting on himself in the future and waiting for this year. Because if he doesn't perform like he did last year, he's not going to get the bag. So he took the bag while he could.
That's fair. You have to know that probably like Derek Carr was like, "Yo, you're not letting him not. You're not going to pay him."
No,
like,
you need Hunter Renfrow in that offense. I feel like in order to make a run now more than ever, Devontae Adams is going to open up Hunter Renfrow a lot. Hunter Renfrow also runs a lot of underneath routes. It's going to open up over top a lot. Then you're going to have Waller, hitting those tight end seams. This team offensively is going to be
and you have
dangerous.
Josh McDaniels running an offense too.
Man, and I'm sorry to say it for the people that don't like hearing it, but Josh Jacobs ain't half fucking bad. Especially now that they're gonna be able to go to the air. It's like defense are gonna get so used to being dumped on that it's gonna be like, oh, now back. And then for fucking 2 quarters.
No, he's half good.
They're just gonna get punched in the fucking mouth.
Let me ask Jay Batts a question. Do you trust McDaniels as a head coach Do you trust McDaniels as a head coach even though he hasn't succeeded very much when he's done it before?
I trust him to run a prolific offense. So if he surrounds himself with the right pieces that can run a defense in terms of coaching staff, then he will be successful. If you ask him to do it all, I don't think he's has the capacity to do it all the way other head coaches can do it all. Like an Andy Reid, like a Bill Belichick, like a Mike Tomlin, some of these great coaches can do. But I think he is one of the smarter offensive minds in football.
Fair.
Got it.
I'm not hating that.
No.
Okay. I feel like that there's with McDaniels, lights get too bright.
I mean, he knows how to squeeze the most out of the little bit of talent
he has the same issue as Kyle. He has the same issue as Kyle Shanahan.
Sure.
The lights get too bright and he fuck around and get 28 threes real quick.
And the problem is,
when he's a head coach.
Right. No, for sure. And I get it. And until he proves himself, he's got a ways to go. But he's got a team around him and an offense around him that I think he can be prolific with. And so if what he can do is if he looks at his coordinators and says to his coordinators, you run the defense. I don't even want to look that way. I don't even want to worry about it. Let me just focus on what I do well and run the defense and we'll figure this out as we go. Then I think he will be successful. If he tries to do it all, I don't think he can do that. That's just that's where I think he's going to fail.
Really quick, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, all right, I should have said this earlier when the rapper released it. All of my DraftKings players out there, I know that it's the 4th quarter. You have a 33% live boost that Lil Wayne is offering right now. I took them while Golden State was a plus 130 earlier. I should have fucking mentioned it earlier, but we were in the middle of discussing topics. I'm mentioning it now. It's 4th quarter. Warriors are up 1. All right, it's a very, very close spread. You got Warriors at 81-81. You got Warriors right now at a plus 120. You have Celtics right now at a minus 225 favorite. I'm following the bucket that they just scored. So get in right now. Okay, that line just switched. You got Warriors plus 175, minus 225 on the Celtics. 33% profit boost. Thank you, Lil Wayne.
That's a pretty good fucking bet. I mean, if it's this tight at the end and you can make 1.75, yeah. Even if I don't know if I was thinking the Celtics were gonna win that shit. It's good odds.
Yeah, it's a good bet. Every once in a while, you just take a good bet just cause, right?
Yeah.
Like
you don't even have to fucking like it,
right?
Let's go.
It's just a smart money bet.
Why is Curry sitting on the fucking bench right now?
Tatum just hitting everything.
81-81.
All right, last topic, my guys. You guys ready for the shit?
I'm ready for it.
I made a fucking poll a day ago, and I thought it was funny as shit. Yeah, it's just for fantasy. All right, you have one fantasy football premonition, meaning fucking someone pops fucking in your head, and you get to answer one thing to see. One position comes up, you get to find out who's the QB1, wide receiver 1, running back 1, or tight end 1 for the season. Which one are you taking and why? Right? So it fucking comes in your head and they go, who do you want to know is the number 1 this year? And then who are you taking and why?
Okay, so you have one fantasy premonition.
Take some time to think about this. I'll go first since I made this poll and I already gave my answer like 1,000 times over. I'm going quarterback. I would say I want to know who the quarterback won this year because first off, quarterbacks have like the weirdest disparity of like elite fucking dumpster pile, right? Let me give you some examples. Lamar Jackson, when he had his MVP year. Patrick Mahomes, when he had his MVP year or close MVP year. I forget if it was. Peyton Manning's 2013 year. Fucking Josh Allen's breakout year. Jalen Hurts even, right? Like, I mean, he wasn't a QB1, but I think who finished QB1 last year? Josh Allen, right? Like Josh Allen's second breakout year, he was still going pretty late. Like, if I could figure out, if you get lucky, maybe like Zach Wilson's QB1 all of a sudden, and you can get him super late. Like, I think that value, that gap you get, especially when quarterbacks are number 1, that's like 30-point games a week, 35-point games a week. It's a huge grouping that they fucking break, right? So, and it kind of gives you a hint to what team is going to be on fire that season.
That's kind of why I was picking. So in my gut reaction was quarterback as well, because then I get to know which offense is going to be a good offense, right? Like if you tell me Jalen Hurts is the quarterback 1 on the year, which is kind of outlandish, but we all could maybe see it. Then it's like, oh, I know that AJ Brown had a good season. I know that Dallas Goedert had a good season. I know Miles Sanders had a good
quarterback. That might not be true. He could just be running a lot of moves. Like Cam Newton, remember one year where he just kind of just fucking took all the touchdowns. But no, I know what you mean. Like, and that's
but he runs in 12. Yeah. No, I just think that in general, if you know the quarterback 1, you know the pieces around him are going to be pretty decent, right? So I think that's my gut reaction. The other one that I would like to know is who's the running back 1, because it makes a big difference. Like your running back 1, think of how valuable the running back 1 is. And it's like, we're quick and easy to say, oh, it's Jonathan Taylor, like 101, easy. It's like,
which that's incorrect.
It's like, it could be wrong. It could be wrong. Injury could happen. Anything could happen. And all of a sudden, so if you tell me I could know who the running back 1 is, positional value, I think that's pretty strong. I get to know that. But I would ultimately say quarterback because then I get to pick the pieces around him too. And I get to know that offense is going to be a good offense.
Yeah. That roster disparity is so big. And the thing is, like, it's big, right? Like Cooper Kupp was still a 4th or 5th rounder last year that obviously jumped up.
Yeah.
But like, it's very rare that we get like a wide receiver in round 7 that goes up. But like I said, like it could be nice to have Cooper Kupp because Cooper Kupp had a fucking gross year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the wide receiver. And the other thing with wide receivers is it's just so deep at wide receiver. It's like, I don't need to know exactly who the wide receiver 1 is because there's just so many. Like I can, there's so many others that I can fill my roster.
Cooper Kupp probably won everyone in the league last year. And then I would even say like tight end.
I would say Jamar Chase won people leagues, and he wasn't the wide receiver. I mean, he was wide receiver.
Oh, no, Justin.
All right, Mike, what's your take?
So I'm going running back.
All right.
Okay.
Part of the reason is since 2000, since 2000, I want to know who the number one, because they don't repeat. Since 2012, there's only been one player that has been the number one twice. Can you guess who that is?
Ooh, Arian Foster, right?
Since 2012. Since 2012.
The
There's
number
only been
one
one player
twice?
that's been twice in that span.
Oh, I thought it was Arian Foster.
Freaking Todd damn no knees Gurley.
Oh, it's Todd Gurley.
Wow.
Okay.
Todd TG3.
Okay. With
Wow.
all of that
Holy
disparity
fuck, huh?
and with the longevity of the lack of longevity of running backs in the NFL these days, I would want to know who that top guy is, because could it be Jonathan Taylor this year? Absolutely. Could it be Najee? Could it be Eckler? Could it be
Henry? It's fucking Saquon, man, and you guys have
It could be Saquon. It could be easy.
Yeah.
No, it's not,
dude.
It's in the realm of possibility.
It's in the roulette wheel. It's in the roulette wheel.
It's in the roulette wheel.
It is in the roulette wheel.
But
So
yeah,
is double zero.
that's a good
It's in the roulette
thing though
wheel.
that you said that. Like, it's positional value in the sense that you know this guy's gonna most likely last all season. And that's huge, especially at running back. Like,
If I know
especially
who the
how
number
often
one, if
we
I
win.
know who the number one running back is,
That's a
I
big
can
deal.
set my team around that.
Let's not fucking get ahead of ourselves. No.
But I mean,
Joe
like,
Mixon,
it's
RB1.
no guys ever repeat. I think the only person that's ever gone back to back number ones or close to outside of Gurley was like Arian Foster, and he didn't even finish seasons. Arian Foster was another guy that was close to, I think, top threes back to back or something like that.
Wow.
It is a really crazy thing to think about. So that's why I think that's a good one. I know it's the Leafs said the defense, and funny thing, one person actually said that in my poll, and he was saying like, dude, that year that Patriots went wild on defense, that would have been so nice to have.
See, that's the thing. It would have been nice to know. It would have been absolutely nice to know, because you probably picked it up off the waiver wire, and they performed like a running back, like a wide receiver. It was like 18 points. It was like 18 points a week. It was insane. It was nuts. It was so prolific. But it's like that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, that a defense starts rattling off, 20, 30 point games.
Make it funnier and clip from what I said earlier. That'd be fucking screen record that or clip from when I said
clip
earlier.
that TikTok that's going viral.
So fucking Z2, I think he's at the kicker. Remember that year Greg Zuerlein was like it's basically a fucking
Greg.
Yeah,
fucking
Greg. Anyways, it's off topic, but let's go with the four main positions.
Yeah.
Bobby, what's yours? What do you want to know?
I am gonna
one
go.
fucking flash. They tell you who it is.
I've traditionally always won without having the number one QB, because I have other pieces. I gotta go with what Z2 said, and I would have to say give me the tight end one. Let me know who's gonna, or either give me the tight end, because actually no, I never really go.
What if we can tell you Travis Kelce, you fucking idiot? Give
me the late round tight end. Give me the best possible late round tight end or
no. You only get to know who the one is.
No. You get to know who number one is.
The one.
You don't get to know who the
sleeper
breakout is. You don't get to know any of that shit.
Then I would go running back. I would go running back because of the injury level at the position. Give me I need to know who's number one that's going to last all season.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this year tight end one would be an interesting one, because Travis.
This year is great. This year is. I wasn't knocking the idea of asking for tight end one. I was just saying.
Oh no! I know
you gotta be
Mark Andrews.
This year might be a year that
dude easily could be Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I mean, last year it was Mark Andrews.
Right.
And you got him around round 5, round 6, round 7. It would have been fucking tits, man. Like, it would have been a cool thing to have. Dalton Schultz was number 3. Like, Dalton Schultz was basically undrafted. Like, what if he would have been number 1? I mean, he wasn't close, but Mark Andrews was like round 6, 7. People fucking had him dead. They're like, oh, fuck Mark Andrews. We're done with him. So it's not unviable.
Nope.
Anyways,
Pull up, hit that shit.
So fucking good answers, guys.
The
defense would crack me up, dog. If I could maybe laugh about the whole page.
Yeah.
Defense.
This was a very cerebral episode, and I loved everything about it.
Now I'm like there's like
Dude, I remember in my home league, the Patriots were going off that year. The Patriots were going off on a run. Everyone was trying to trade for him, and like, oh, trade for the Patriots. And me and my buddy Brian were just laughing our ass off. Like, this is just not how fantasy works, guys. This is just not. Trust me, it's gonna end. I promise you.
What, the Patriots defense?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit. Okay. All I need is Jaylen Brown to get.
Oh my god, yeah.
5 more points, or 2, or basically up to 5 points in assists or points, and I get $350. That's all I need. I need fucking Jaylen Brown to get some fucking free throws in. All right. He needs
Jaylen Brown
points an assist.
All right. So should for the remainder of the show, should we just react to the game? Like it's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes left in the game.
We got 6 minutes left.
Where is everyone at in the game?
Curry down court.
I got 5. I got 6. Fourth quarter, 5:51 left.
Andrew Wiggins got 2 assists. I'm so fucking stoked.
I got 5
over under.
I got 5:53 left. All right, so I'm a little bit behind. It's all good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm ahead of both of you, so I'll just.
You're calling it.
You're watching on. You're watching on TV.
Yeah, he's watching on cable.
You want me to call it? Call it.
Call it.
Yeah.
Show me them nuts, dog.
Let me get into my.
Get into mode. Get into mode.
Let me get into mode.
In the game mode. Oh my god. Oh wow.
5:33 left. Jason Tatum inballs the ball to White. White holds the ball, passes it off to Smart. Smart off to Tatum into the post. He backs down. Wiggins tosses it to Smart. Smart shoots it and gets it blocked. Tatum gets it back. Passes it back to Smart. Shoots the three-pointer and goal!
Jaylen Brown, please.
94-90. Poole goes down, drives, pulls back out, loses the ball, gets it back, and hands it off to Curry, who goes into isolation.
We used to call basketball games all the time.
Poole drives, shoots, layup, miss, Wiggins up and in. 94-92.
Come on, Golden State.
Overtime. Because that would put me over.
Smart's bringing the ball down. Drops it off to Jaylen Brown, who drives to the hoop, shoots. No good.
Oh, Jesus.
Curry gets the rebound, and he is off down the court.
He's going to get fouled.
Throws it to Clay. Clay shoots it, and good for the three.
Yep, 95-94. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. On the money line right now, we are looking at a -140 for the Warriors, +110 for the Celtics at the current moment, with a 1.5 spread, +1.5 with the -120 for Boston.
Robert
and
Williams at the top pitches it to Jaylen Brown, shoots a three and misses it. Stephen Curry gets the rebound. Curry goes to pull up the three, decides not to. Trying to run around Smart, and he can't because Smart's a beast.
Attaboy, Smart. Attaboy, Marcus.
He shoots
due to inflation, Rumboyz.
Good. 97, 94. Golden State is on a 7-0 run.
Oh, no.
Yo, Z2, put that in a tweet. Put that in a tweet.
Yo, Z2, have you seen gas prices lately? You see gas prices lately? We got to do anything it takes.
Gotta have more birthdays up in here.
Let's go. Hey, y'all better go get that all 22 subscription. Use promo code Rumboyz.
Yeah, for real.
Shit.
You better
that's $5 for me.
What announcer am I better than in the chat?
Listen, not many. You're none. You're the best announcer in the chat. You're my favorite so far. You're my favorite color analyst that I know going. Grandy, maybe. but you're up
killing
there
it right now. You're
I
killing right
need
now.
some more
341
points
left.
and assists from Browns done
341
last.
left.
We're in
341
timeout
left.
right now.
341 left. Yo, if this happens, I am so going.
It's a big win, to be honest with you. To go to tie this up in Boston is a big win. It's a big win.
All right, since we're in commercial, I do have to talk to John one-on-one here.
Okay.
What's going to happen in the rest of the Rangers Tampa Bay series, buddy?
Oh, so you want to know? You know my.
You know, I'm a hockey fiend too.
So I think Tampa Bay is a tough team to beat. I think Tampa's a really good team. I think they've been sort of stricken with a little bit of puck luck lately, and had some bad goals go against them, but. They're a team that's, I mean, it doesn't matter because whoever plays the Avalanche is going to lose. The Avs are just on fire. And they're
the only way the Avs don't lose, the only way they do lose is and it has to be Tampa, is if Vasilevsky stands on his head. I don't
100%.
I don't think
if you get one of those rare series where the goalie's, batting 1,000 and you're like, yeah, all right. Like he has 2 shutouts in the series and Vasilevsky is like ridiculous. It could happen. There's a better chance of that.
I don't think Igor's there yet.
No, but good. I mean, listen, good tender. It's good tender. So
and to have to go after the king.
Yeah, right. Handsome Hank, dude. It's so funny. So a couple of my buddies who play in the league just telling me Luongo is like one of the nicest guys, and they go, no joke. He is so handsome.
Good shit, Justin.
He is so good looking. He's just like a good looking, like Tom Brady, just like a good looking guy. Where you're like, oh wow,
Congrats,
like,
Justin.
Are we back?
No.
Okay. I am so nervous right now.
I'll let you know. Trust me, I'm gonna get right into my freaking zone when it comes back. Don't worry.
I'm drinking Jameson out of the bottle. You don't think I'm nervous?
No, dude. I mean, you're the Celtics fan. I'm just DJing. I'm also just paying attention to this fucking Yankee game too. Oh my god! Do not fucking walk this man. Strike him the fuck out, bro, or either make him fly out.
Who's pitching?
Oh my gosh. Marnacino. I'm Italian. I can't fucking say his name. God damn it. Marnacino. Fucking, it's a 3-1 count. Like,
did you see LaRusso call the intentional walk yesterday with a 2-1 count? Like, what are you doing? It's so funny.
Fucking idiot.
Tatum at the top of the key, pitches it back to Tatum. Tatum for 3 points. Not good. Draymond with the rebound, throws it off to Steph. Steph is at half court.
He makes it from half court. He's fucking Steph. Fuck him.
And Steph calls timeout. Oh, come on. We just had a timeout.
Y'all some whores.
What the fuck? I was enjoying calling games.
And trust me, it takes one to know one. Let's go. Please. Come on. Yo, like for real though, like 13th inning though in that goddamn game. How to the Cubs? Like, what the fuck? Oh.
Hey John, have you heard if Kadri's coming back?
I haven't. To be completely honest.
I haven't.
Johnny McAvoy from New York. We're gonna rep in the Celtics a lot though. Johnny McAvoy from New York. Yeah, Boston kid. Went to college.
Charlie McAvoy's a Bruin.
Yeah, he went to college at BU. Plays for the Bruins. I mean, he might be from New York, but he is as Boston as it gets. Won a Beanpot. Plays for the Bruins. I mean, he is Boston.
Speaking of Boston, I think Bergeron's done.
See, that's an interesting thing. I heard that they were trying to trade. Oh my God, why can't I think of his name?
Marchand?
No, young kid, good offense. Drawing.
Oh,
but anyway,
come on, Yankees, bottom of the 13th. All right, this is it.
All right, get pulled, inbounds it to Curry. Curry waiting for the pick, and now it's Curry against Horford, 1-on-1 on the outside.
Oh boy, that's not good.
17
drives, pulls up from 17, misses it. Horford gets it, but there's a foul on the play. Foul on the Warriors.
Yes.
Boston's. I think Smart. I think it was against Smart got fouled.
But the Devils front office, and he was saying that there was the Bruins they're on the edge of really just blowing things up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to at some point. At some point, you got to rebuild. It's just not working. You're not going to win a cup with this current roster. You're just not going to do it. And so
Jaylen Brown 1-on-1 against Clay. He drives. He passes it to Smart. Smart shoots it, misses it. Rebound by Brown. Passed out to White. Horford. Tatum. Spin. Smart 3-pointer. Misses it. Rebound Andrew Wiggins.
Let's go.
Warriors minus 315 on the money line currently.
Curry brings it up, 97-94 Golden State with 2:22 left in the game. Andrew Wiggins has 17 points and 15 rebounds.
Does he really? Have a day, huh?
Yeah.
Looney's on the ground, and Marcus Smart jumps on him. Are we going to get a little hustle-tussle? Nope. The refs got in between.
Was that at that 2:13 mark?
Yeah, 2:11, 1 second left on the shot clock.
I'm fucking scared as shit.
This is the best.
I am shitting my pants
Robbie,
right now.
this is why you gamble, for this feeling. This feeling right here is why you gamble. This is people who go all nervous. This is the fun part of it.
Jump ball, Looney. Who gets it? Horford gets the ball. Smart is bringing it up the court. Throws it in to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is being guarded by Clay. He drives. He steps back. He drives again. He throws it out to Horford for 3. Horford misses it. Rebound by Curry.
Al Horford, what are you doing shooting 3-pointers?
Gives it to Draymond. Draymond doesn't know what to do. Throws it to Curry. Curry shoots it and makes it.
Let's go!
You got that.
100-94.
Let's go! It's gonna happen. My streak is gonna end. It's gonna happen right here. Oh my god! And there's a fucking run.
Get fucking a little bit more stats, please. It'd be nice.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, don't worry, I will act accordingly if he does anything. Bank.
Why Al Horford is shooting threes from the top of the point?
Because there was one game that he made 5, and now he thinks he's freaking Curry.
Gleyber Torres, if you don't freaking knock this out the park.
As they say, tall men always want to shoot threes, and short guys always want to dunk. It's just how the nature of life.
What do you do one thing enough? You don't do something else. That's what it's gonna be like.
Gallo couldn't have a little bit more exit velocity on the fucking ball. Like it had to be a double. Like it couldn't just be a homer. It just couldn't be a homer.
Was a disappointment.
Well,
Steph Curry low key kind of jacked, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all the
I'm
golf.
not trying to just saying.
It's all the golf, bro.
Kinda,
it's all the golf.
No, it's not. It's all the sex.
Kind of beefy.
Yeah. You do this motion a lot.
Yeah, he got pipes on him.
You watch? Have you seen him and what's her face have like a newlywed risque game show on HBO Max?
Stop.
You learn a lot. You learn a lot. So what they do is they bring on 3 couples, and like one episode was like Bobby Lee, the comedian, Draymond Green was on it, Steven Jackson came on it, Steph's sister came on it with Damian Lee. All right, Marcus Smart gives it to Tatum. Tatum drives. Tatum dishes it out to Horford for another 3, and he makes it.
Ah, no!
Interesting.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, Curry brings it up.
Town.
Curry drives. Curry tries. Oh, no, he gives it to Draymond. Draymond throws it to Wiggins, who gives it to Clay. Clay for three, misses it. Draymond gets it back, throws it to Curry at the logo. Now he drops it off to Draymond in the key to Looney. Looney goes off the glass. Bank is open, 102-97.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Marcus Smart to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown loses it, gets it back, loses it out of bounds. Warriors ball!
Fucking game. That's huge. That could be ball game.
My bet's fucking dead. God damn it. Fuck you, Pick'em.
It's not over until the fat lady sings, motherfuckers.
Oh, she's
Brown does nothing for the last 6 minutes, and I need him to get 4.5 points. Yeah, I'm fucking dead.
Is he gonna walk him?
Steph gets it. Steph drives to the hole. No one there except Horford at the end. Horford fouls him. 46.8 seconds. Curry going to the line for two.
Let's go.
It's basically automatic.
Let's go, Golden State. California love. Down.
Fucker.
Justin, I got you. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Rumboyz Premium, motherfuckers, get it. $6.99. I know gas prices are tough.
Dude, for a gallon of gas.
That's not even a gallon of gas.
Not even a gallon of gas, dude. Not even a gallon of gas you can join.
No. Yeah, not even, yeah.
Stephen Curry, 38 points.
Makes sense.
I knew he needed to have a 40-point, 50-point game for him to win.
Why did he intentionally walk Hicks? No, runners on first and fucking third, bitches. All right, come on, Warriors. Close this out. 46 seconds left.
Have you seen Maddie, by the way? She's on this. She's courtside somewhere. I haven't seen her yet tonight.
I have not. I know.
Wait,
I know she's
Maddie's at the game?
Yes. Yeah.
How'd you pull that off?
She got sent. Heavy Sports Center.
Yeah, I have hope. I have hope with Trevino.
All right.
I think the Yankees can pull this motherfucker off. Oh. Okay, yeah, Trevino hit for okay. I'm getting the update now that's happening. Never mind. All right, let's go back to the basketball game. Still on commercial.
It's they're replaying. They're just re-showing the.
For real though, Idris Elba, one of the dopest actors who doesn't get enough credit. Like the man is so talented. Like how we were talking about Curry, like how there's nothing that Curry's not good at. You know, he's a game show host. He plays golf, like basketball, like yada yada. Like Idris Elba, this dude is a DJ. He's an EDM DJ. He's an MMA fighter. Like a badass actor. Like bro, 103.97. What is Payne laughing at?
Nothing. We've seen
Jaylen Brown
when he makes the fancy football. He had a viral video.
3-pointer missed. I thought there was a foul on the play, but they didn't call it. Curry's got the ball, throws it to Clay. Clay wheels back outside. 25 seconds left, and he got fouled.
Yeah, it's over.
Ball game. Oh,
let's go.
Boys, this was so fun.
Literally went scoreless for like the majority of the fourth.
Couldn't put it up for the last 3-4 minutes of the fourth quarter. Couldn't put up a point. Brutal.
Yo, let's fucking go. And the Yankees win.
And the Yankees win.
I'm doing the rest of the show
Yankees.
Just like this. You know why? Because we're going to let our nuts hang. That's why. Fuck yes. Yo, 9 days. 9 days? 9 days, though? Let's go. 9 days, and we snapped a 9-day streak. Wow. What's up?
You feeling jiggy? Getting jiggy with it.
Hey man, hey for you man, there's still a series. You know, your Celtics still got a shot, bro.
Yep. So you listen, more basketball for me. I'm excited.
So you guys need to do this for Game 5, yo. We should. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Was I that entertaining?
Yo, you did amazing.
Very.
You did fucking amazing. Wow.
That's what when I was younger, that was what I was going. That's what I wanted to do. Like when I was, that was it.
That's so sick. I think it's such a talent to be able to commentate and color analyst. It's such a good talent.
Just wait till football season, bro. That's all we do.
Since we're still on air, I do have one thing I want to ask and bring up real quick.
All right.
I'm okay with NBC getting rid of Drew Brees because Drew Brees didn't want to do it, and they
Jason Garrett, no.
But why Jason freaking Garrett? That's gonna suck. Put me on.
Jason Garrett, such a cock. That's such a stupid pick.
Yeah. I wish. Hey. The good old days.
I wish we could too. I wish we could too, and I wish I was 6'1", still in the show. It'd be great. Life would be good.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz After Dark. Let's go ahead. Let's sign off from the bottom to the top.
You can follow me at FTLS_JBats. I'm on It's a Vibe. You can catch me on It's a Vibe. Airs on Wednesdays. I'm on For the Love of Sundays podcast, which airs monthly. And you can catch me on Fantasy Coaches, which is every Monday night. And so I'm out here doing my thing still. I'm doing rankings, doing all that jazz. So follow me on Twitter. We can have some football discussions. I love big analytical discussions. I love, topics about dynasty. I love keepers. I love all that stuff. So hit me up on Twitter. And I'm looking for golf partners tomorrow. So if anyone wants to golf tomorrow, hit me up because I'm looking.
You're in Florida. Hit them up.
If you're in Florida, hit me up for some golf. I'm looking for another one.
Hey, make sure that you guys if you guys hanging out in the chat, make sure you're following all of these fellas because we're gonna be hooking you guys up with all 22 stuff. I mean, so make sure you guys get that all 22.
Beat your ass in all 22. I can't wait. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna drag you out and beat your ass in all 22.
Let's go.
Big brother style.
Big brother style. Pang, pang, pang.
You guys catch me at Pangs Picks FF. This is my time of the season, which is best ball season. It's the only time I'm active, only time I give a shit. After that, I'm hibernate. I just did a video with Fantasy Six Pack. You go catch that on the website. You can catch it on our retweets, all that fun stuff. We talked an hour about best ball. So if you're trying to get into it, you're trying to figure out winning formulas, strategies, just things that we've learned. I've 5-6 years experience in high tournaments now and been in the semis and a lot of them. We've got finals last year, going for finals again this year. I'm 200 drafts in all again.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Mike.
You can find me at Drop the Mic FF. I'm already losing my voice. You can find me here all the freaking time on Rumboyz. You can find me at Going for Two. I found out Tuesday I am doing another show for Going for Two. Tuesday at 6:30 West Coast. Check me out. And
how's Jeff doing, by the way? Is Jeff good?
Oh, yeah. He's just busy as hell.
Yeah, I bet.
He's like an assistant manager at Lowe's plus everything else. Like
Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So, and in the DMV area, so he's got to deal with that shit. So
yeah, fuck that traffic.
Yep. Other than that, peace out.
It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. You guys catch me here every Friday night. NFL season is coming around. Make sure you guys show a lot of love to our YouTube shorts. Our YouTube shorts, we're gonna be rolling those out, a lot more frequently, doing a lot of shorts for all 22 as well. So check us out. Rumboyz Fantasy Network on all social media. Rumboyz Robbie, Rumboyz spelled with a Z and E T. Like just fucking Google us and then just go down that line. Just hit up all of our social media. The TikTok is popping right now. Facebook Reels. Shout out to Facebook for hooking me up and giving your boy content creator rights. So now my Reels, I get credit for those. All 22. Shout out to All 22. Shout out to PFF for showing us love. You cannot get an All 22 promo code like just about anywhere. Like those promo codes are not just laying around for anyone and everybody. So the fact that they gave the Rumboyz the opportunity to get out here, we're going to start talking about some offensive linemen here in the next couple of episodes. We'll be having some shorts and stuff about offensive linemen. We're going to be getting into defense. Now's the time to where your football knowledge is really going to be tested. If you're really out there in the trenches, you're really out there doing the homework. I feel like All 22 is going to show that. And yeah, other than that, man, cheers to me. Cheers to you. To all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly.
He has a little bottle out.
Dilly dilly.
Oh, he needs a drink that fucking lost.